It all began with a moment of cosmic confusion. I had always known myself as a Capricorn. Disciplined, determined, ambitious, the kind of person who keeps climbing even when the mountain crumbles. For 15 long years, Capricorn had been going through one of the hardest astrological cycles in history. Years of tests, loss, and quiet transformation. I felt every one of them. But at last, the bad luck had ended. I could feel it. Then one evening I was watching deGrasse Tyson, and he said something that completely shifted my world. Many people think they are one zodiac sign, but if you use the sidereal system, which aligns with the actual stars, you might be another. Froze. Could it be that after all these years, I wasn't even a Capricorn? I checked, and sure enough, under sidereal astrology I was a Sagittarius. It felt like the stars had played a cosmic trick on me. After living through Capricorn's hardest years, was I now supposed to switch to Sagittarius just as the good energy arrived? That was my second most shocking astrological moment. The first was discovering that Prince, yes, the Prince, was my soulmate. We were a 90% compatibility match. But something about it didn't make sense. In tropical astrology he was a Gemini and I was a Capricorn, two signs that astrologers rarely call a perfect fit. Yet, when I began studying sidereal astrology, the mystery unraveled beautifully. In tropical astrology I am a Capricorn and Prince is a Gemini. In sidereal astrology, I am a Sagittarius, and Prince is a Taurus. At first, that looked like two entirely different dynamics, but then I noticed something magical. We are compatible only when one of us is in sidereal and the other is in tropical. When I stand in my tropical Capricorn, he becomes my sidereal Taurus. Solid, steady, deeply compatible. When I stand in my sidereal Sagittarius, he becomes his tropical Gemini. Air and fire, twin souls in motion. Our connection lives between the two skies. That realization changed everything. Because I realized that maybe everyone's truth is like that. Not fixed in one chart or one language, but alive somewhere in the space between. I thought back to my own life. Even as a little girl I had lived in both worlds, the structured and the untamed. I rode my tricycle through the streets of Italy at 2 years old, straight to the candy store on my own. I rode my bike off the military base in Washington, D.C., before I even turned 7, racing across highways to the local Safeway just to see what was out there. That was my Sagittarius fire, my wild curiosity. But I also had the Capricorn mind, reading about rich people, studying how they built success, wanting to understand the architecture of ambition. Two energies, one soul. That's when it hit me. I wasn't meant to choose between the sidereal and the tropical. I was meant to blend them. And that's how SideTropi was born. From sidereal and tropical united.